Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. And the old used gun I got today it's old. It's old. This is a Harrington Richardson, what does it say? Topper, model 185. And Harrington Richardson, Inc. Warwick, Massachusetts. It says Warwick, Mass, USA, and it has a serial number that has been added to it. Okay, somewhere along the lines, because it is not in the same font that the serial number would normally be in on an H&R shotgun. I can tell you that right now, and the number's not straight. So somebody's added the serial number to it with a 2-letter prefix and a 5-letter serial number, 5-character serial number, and the font is not correct and the line of numbers and letters are not straight, which tells me that someone has added the serial number to it because it was manufactured before 1964. That's why they added a serial number to it for some reason or another. It's manufactured, and if it's manufactured in that period, it's still not required to have a serial number, so it is a ghost gun. It is a 410 full choke, 28-inch barrel. I measured it last night. It has the ubiquitous late 1960s, late 1950s, early 1960s red recoil pad on it, like H&Rs of that period all have. It's white line, so it's very nicely made. They went the extra mile, put that white liner on there. But over the years, it has become hard as a rock, as they all did. All the red recoil pads became hard. Later, they changed their formula and had a black recoil pad, and they fared a little bit better with age. It's an interesting design. It's the scalloped or reduced breech design, where the barrel has been cut down a little bit more to a 410 size, because when the Topper came out, before the Topper design, a 410 shotgun from H&R had a 410 size frame. A 20 gauge had a 20 gauge size frame, and so forth. When the Topper design came along, it was a uniframe design, meaning they used one frame size and one trigger set, for all of the single shot shotguns. So the frame was the same size for the 12 as it was for the 410 and everything in between. But early on, they made them with this slightly reduced size to make it a little bit more elegant looking. And they produced that probably until about 1965 or 6. And then 410s had a great big receiver, great big breech, and it wasn't reduced like this one. It is a full choke, and it is, I don't know if it's 3-inch Magnum or not. 3-inch Magnums didn't become popular, and it doesn't say 3-inch Magnum on it, even though we're going to shoot a 3-inch Magnum through it right here in just a minute. It says full choke, 410 gauge -P, full choke. The condition of the gun is about 80% or 60%. It has some rust up here. It came out of mild pitting. The barrel is starting to go to a patina. It's starting to get that uneven blue that tells you that it's really old. This gun's probably 70 years old. So, overall, but we're going to shoot it right here and see how it actually shoots. We're going to pattern it on a easy to see Caldwell target that I've got up down there on a backer at 15 yards and see what it patterns like and see how it shoots 3-inch magnums. We are shooting Federal game load 410 bore 3-inch 1135 feet per second, max dram equivalent, 11/16 ounce of shot, number 6. That's the flap information. So there's what we're shooting. Now let's see what its shoot takes like. It doesn't need a recoil pad on it. These guys are heavy enough that they don't typically need a recoil pad. Let's see if it'll take a 410 shell. Yeah, locked up good. All right. This is the type with the snap-on forearm. So it doesn't have a screw. It's got some gizmo in there and a stud over here, and it snaps on there. On a 12 gauge, that's a bad idea. Recoil causes that little thing in there to move and your forearm falls off in your hand. 410, maybe not. Okay, here we go off the bench, like a steel board bench. Let's try it, center it up down there and see how it fire rotates and shootifies. All right, ejects good. Apparently it works with 410s. Let's go down there and see what the pattern looks like. Or bear with me, I'll just go down and get it for you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, oh Lord, we can get up out here. Muddier crap out here. Now let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Well, it's got pretty good, the wind will lay down, pretty good minute of rabbit head accuracy, if you can see the holes in it there. There's actually 3 pellets right through the little bullseye marker. A rabbit's body length at 15 yards is just about the same as the width of this target. It shoots patterns just a little on the low side. But if you hit him with this thing, you took that rabbit home, Mom, you'll be all right. I wished I had a 410 this good when I was a kid. I had an old Essex Cycle Works one that had been cut off to about 22 inches. I was okay on rabbits. You couldn't kill a squirrel with it to save your life. You'd better off throw a rabbit stick at him, you know. It's good. Now, what's it worth? 1.25 fingers would be the maximum dollar amount that I would put in it. You know, but on the other hand, it is so much better than anything that you can buy today, which would cost you 1.5 fingers. This gun will last. This gun has already lasted somebody a lifetime, you know, and properly cared for, it will last another lifetime. So these guys are actually worth more in true value than their monetary value. You know, this guy will shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. I estimate that this gun was made sometime between 1958 and 1964. You know, about 1958, that's when the change going to the Topper receiver design was made, about 1958. It's got a added on afterwards serial number, which means it was made, you know, before 1964, and the design came out about 1958. So, you know, it was made somewhere in that 6-year period. And was born in 1958, and I'm 65 years old. So, you know, it's pretty easy to tell this gun is at least 65 years old, may just be 60 years old. But, you know, it's an oldie but goodie. You see one around? This is kind of a youth model. The stock is a little shorter than a full-length youth model would be, full-length adult model would be. Make a good kid gun, you know, a good starter hunting gun. You know, the 410 shells today are a lot better than they were when I was a kid. You know, the maximum shot weight that you could get in a 410, you know, back in the day was a half an ounce. 11/16 ounce is pretty close to 3/4 of an ounce, okay? Which on number 6 shot gives you a pretty good pellet count. And they were around 950 feet per second. They were almost all the shells you saw were 2.5 inch at 950 feet per second. You know, this is almost 250 feet per second faster, and this is a economy price shotgun shell. Okay, you can get them out there. You can get them Super X's out there that are 1510. You know, that's good velocity out of a 410. All right, I've sit here and run my mouth long enough. Like, take, share, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me a $1 in the Patreon box if you want to, and if you don't, I'll keep right on making content for you. You know, summertime is here. Get out there, check on your old people. Make sure the Bidenomics allowed them to get their light bill paid, you know, and they got some air conditioning in the house, you know. Times are hard, and they're getting a little bit harder, so we all need to be working together and checking on each other. Okay, God bless America. Join the NRA. God bless us, everyone. We'll see you when we see you. Bye now. Hang on, man. Ready. I am ready, Calron. All right.